arranging data, analyzing data, and what have you, interpreting data. First of all, what's there are three measures we normally use at your level. We call them measures of central tendencies: the mean or the average.
Wait, Mr. John, I thought you meant I would work, like, do it again.
No, not what I mean. I need you to remember what each one is. What is mean, first of all? You know, another word for mean is average, isn't it? An average is just basically total data divided by number of data. Total data over number of data. You need to have all these definitions. Number of data. And mode. All of just these three things are what you normally use, and maybe range. Okay, so what's mode?
Mode is the finding the most repeated.
The one with the highest frequency or the most occurring. Mode is most occurring, most frequent, if you like, which is data with the highest frequency or data with highest frequency. And of course, the median. You know what the median is? Median is the middle number when you have arranged everything. So you can talk of the median as middle data when arranged, or average of two middle datas in case two of them are occurring. Middle data when arranged according to size. In ascending or descending order. Ascending order means from smallest. Descending order means from biggest. And of course, you know range. Range is highest minus lowest, isn't it? All right. So, well, these first three are usually called measures of central tendency. These three are mean or average, mode, and then median. Then you can talk of range. Range is like how the spread. Range is a measure of spread, or what we call dispersion. Range is highest minus lowest, isn't it? Minus lowest. All right, okay. So a very quick review. Like this question, Jacob records the temperatures, and then you have these values, and you're asked to work out the mean temperature. And what you did, you added everything, the total: -7, 2, -1, -8, -5, sorry, -8, 5, and 3. That's where you added it. You were doing it in steps, and eventually you got everything to be -6. Now the mean is total all over number of data, and that's why you did -6/6, and you got -1. Okay, so, and then it says work out the median. Median is you arrange, and I think you did. You started with the -8, which is the smallest, then followed by -7, -1, then 2, 3, and then 5. So that's why you did -8, -7, -1, 2, 3, and 5. So the two middle ones are -1 and 2, which of course you found the average. So -1 plus 2 divided by 2, because whenever you have two middle ones, you add them and divide by 2. So you got half. That's also correct. And then it says work out the range. The range is biggest minus smallest. I'm really happy that you observed it, because it could be, if you're not careful, you may make that mistake. The biggest is 5, isn't it? And the smallest is -8. So you did 5 minus -8. 5 minus -8. Biggest minus smallest. 5 is biggest, -8 is smallest. Okay. And then you got 13. That's cool. Alright, and for this is where you struggled a bit, and I need to just mention that again. A library is open for 6 days, and here are the visitors for each day, Monday to Saturday to Friday. 5 full days. These are the numbers of visitors. And we are told that the mean number for all 6 days for last week was 500. And then you ask to work out how many people visited the library on Saturday. That's the additional day. We don't know what Saturday is, so the additional day for Saturday, we don't know what it is. And what did I say you should do? I'm happy that you remember that one more day makes it altogether how many days? Are you still here?
Wait, 5. Wait, which one? Including Saturday or not including Saturday?
Including Saturday, the one more day makes it 6. Okay, so 6 days. So you need to know the total for the 6 days. Since the mean is 500, the total is simply 6 times 500. That's 3,000. Yeah. So, and then what you did was you found the total before the last day, which is Saturday. You added up everything from Monday to Friday. So that's what you did here. And you got 2085, isn't it? That's what you got. So to now know the final day, you need to subtract. You did total for all 6 days, 3,000, minus total for only 5 days. 3,000 minus 2,085, and you got 915. So there were 915 visitors on the last day. Okay, and then this one that looked a bit tricky. Reese has 7 number cards, each with a positive number on it. Shown below are the numbers on 5 of the cards. 8, 11, 5, 14, 10, 8, 20. Oh, these ones you later found them. So I just need to know how you got them. These 2. Now it says the range of the number is 16. And the smallest is 5. If range is 16, I think what you did was, since range is highest minus smallest, you just simply ask yourself, that's 16 plus the smallest, 5 must give you the highest, which is 21. So that's how you came about the 21. Because if you had done 21 minus 5, highest minus lowest, the highest minus lowest, you would have still gotten the range. And then it says the mode is 8. That means there should be another 8. So that's how you came about having another 8. It makes sense. Sorry. Alright, so this was done. Next page. This is similar to the total and after thing. Total before and after thing. Now it says Hugo has 5 cards. Shown below are the numbers on 3 of the cards. 12, 25, 17. We didn't know 12 and 14. You figure that out. It says the mean of the 5 numbers on the card is 16. The mode of the 5 numbers is 12. Work out the median of the 5 numbers. Since the mode is 12 and we already have one 12, that means there should be another 12. So that's how you came up with this first 12. So I will just do this. Let me write it like this. The first 12. Then to get this last one, which we didn't know what it was. Initially, what you did was you found a total of all 5, because we are told that the mean of all 5 of them is 16. Mean is 16. So total of all 5 will be the 5 times the mean. To get the total, just use number times the mean, and that's how you came about 80. Right? So, and then you also found total of before. Before we got the last 14. Before we got the last 14. You added 12 and 25 and 17 and 12. 12, 25, 17 and 12. You got 66. That's total before. We had 14. 66. So to get the last one, you just did total after 80 minus total before 66. Then that's how you came about 14. And then the other question says work out the mean of the cards. the mean, oh sorry, the median. Work out the median. Median you just arranged from smallest: 12, 12, 14, 17, 25. 12, 12, 14, 17, 25, and then the middle number is 40, which is median. All right. This one was actually a very interesting what you did. 8 boys and 8 girls from a class run 100 meters. These are their numbers. The time it took to run 100 meters for the girls. And then the mean for the boys is 25 seconds. Their range is 14 seconds. And then someone says, the boys were faster than the girls. And we need to know if this guy is correct. I'm happy the way you started. You first of all found the total for girls by adding up all of them. And you got 154. From the total, you could find the mean for girls. You know, mean would be the 154 divided by how many there are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So divided by 8 gives us for the mean. And we got 19.25 seconds. And we know the mean for the boys, 25 seconds. Mean for the girls, 19.25. I think what you eventually did was you also found the range for the girls, which of course is highest minus lowest. The highest is 29, the lowest is 15. You also got the mean for the girls, 14. But from your answer for the mean, you got the range for the girls to be 14. But from your answer for the mean for the girls, you were able to conclude properly that since the girls had a smaller mean, shorter time than the boys, smaller average for the girls than the boys, it means the girls were faster because they covered the 100 meters in a shorter time. So I agree with you. So the range for boys and girls are the same, but the mean for the boys is longer. So girls are faster because they took a shorter time on the average. Let's look at I think the last one is just the one in the next page. These ones were easier. On the next page, please. So here are the number of goals they scored. Who are these people? Work out the median number of goals. Okay, median, of course, you arranged. And the two middle number, you arrange from the smallest, 0, 2, 2, 3, 5, 6. 0, 2, 2, 3, 5, 6. The two middle numbers are 2 and 3. So you added them together and divided by 2. So, of course, median is 2 plus 3, then divided by 2. I think you got 5 over 2, which is equal to 2.5. And then it says work out the mean number of goals scored. Mean, of course, you add up everything, total divided by number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So total of this divided by 6. So 18 divided by 6 gave us 3. Now, a question like the one we did before repeated itself. It says the football team play one more game. Now the mean number of goals scored increases to 4. Work out the number of goals scored in the 7th game. Now, like you did in the other one, you said one more game means 7 games altogether, isn't it? So total after the 7 games will now be the 7 games times their mean. You know, to get total, always use number times mean. Don't forget that total is number times mean. I need to specify it here. Remember, total is always number of data times mean. So what I mean by total of data, let me write it in a different column. Total of data is number of data times mean. Is equal to number of data times mean. I'm going to send this to you, okay?
Okay.
So number of data times mean is a total, and the number of data is 7, because with one more game you now have 7 games. So 7 times the mean, which is 4. So 7 times 4 gives us a total of 28. That's the total after the 7th game. And total before the 7th game, you could have just added up everything. 6 plus 0 plus 3 plus 2 plus 2 plus 5. Or you simply do 6 times 3, whichever way you wanted to do it. So what I'm saying is you could have just done 6 times 3, or you simply say you add up everything, because the total of everything before 6 plus 0 plus 3, 6 plus 0 plus 3 plus, you get the same answer, 6 plus 0 plus 3 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus what again, the last goal was 5. That of course would have given you the same value, 18. Now it says work out the goals scored in the 7th game. That's the last game. And how did you do that? You found the difference, isn't it? 28 minus 18. So that's the difference. Okay, so I could just say goal for the 7th game is simply the difference, which is 28 minus 18. Always, once you are looking for the last one, just find the difference. It's simply difference, which is 28 minus 18, or 10. All right, and then it says work out the mode. Of course, the mode is the one that is most occurring, which of course is 2. 2 occurred most, so it's simply 2. And this other one talks about Ms. Jones gives her class a test. The test is out of 40 marks. Here are their scores: 31, 29, 30, 35, 32, 38, 32. Work out the mode. The mode is the one with the highest frequency, the most occurring. Excuse me, and that's 32. Work out the median. You arrange starting from the smallest, 20, 32, 32, or rather 20, 29, 31, then 32, 32, 35, and 38. The middle number is 32, which is the median. After you've arranged it, they work out the range, which is highest minus lowest. 38 minus 20. That gives 18. Now, it says the pass mark for the test is 75%. This is the one you need to also be careful about. Pass mark is 75%. And the total mark is 40, because the test is out of 40. So you need to know what 75% of 40 is. So that's what you did here. 75 over 100 times 40, you got 30, isn't it? So 30 is a pass mark. With this 30 as a pass mark, you checked how many students scored above 30. 32 is 1, 38 is 1, 32 is 1, 35 is 1, 31 is 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 students actually passed the test because they scored above 30, which is the pass mark. 30 being 75% of 40 as given. Alright, there were other ones. Can you go to page 8?
Okay.
This one, I remember. Do you remember what you did here to get all these values? Total, of course. How did you get all these values?
Times frequency by goal.
Yeah, 0 times 5 to get the total 0. 1 times 2, 2, and so on. And the total goes, you added up everything to get 20. So the total number of everything, all the data, you added the frequencies. Anytime you want to find the total number of data, you add the frequencies. So total goes, you got 20. The total data, you got 14. So mean is, of course, total over number of data. Total of data over number of data. I think it was initially 40 over 14, isn't it? 40 over 14. 40 over 14. And then you reduce it to the lowest term. 40 divided by 14, which you reduce to the lowest term, and you got, no, sorry, 20 over 14, I'm sorry. That's total of data over number of data. 20 over 14, which is 10 over 7, and that gave you one whole number, 3 over 7. And then the mode, you struggled a little bit with this one. Mode is the one with the highest frequency, and that's the most occurring, and it's 0 goals that occur the most. It is not the frequency itself, but the most occurring, the one that has it. So 0 is the mode having the highest frequency. And then for this other one, okay, by the way, these values were not given initially. You were the one that filled them up by looking at the graph. For 0, there are 5 of them based on the bar chart. 5. For 1, you have 2 of them based on the bar chart, 2. And so on for 2. 2 is 4 of them. 2 is 4. 2 is 4, and so on. Okay. And you got all these, and also for this one you were able to get for the green one. For 0 you have 3 of them, 0, 3. For 1 you have 1 of them, 1 you have 2 of them, and so on. The same thing you did here is what you did here. I think here the frequency, the mode is what? What's the mode in this one? The most occurring? 3, right?
Yeah.
3 has 6, which is the most occurring. So the mode in this one is 3. All right, so you did all these other ones in the previous page by just plotting the values. Okay. All right. I think the work was properly done.